Welcome to an episode of the Lords of Lobang. We're back here in the studio again.
Fresh.
2 weeks break, 1 week break.
I think a 1 week break, right?
1 break.
Yeah.
Because someone had an escapade.
Yeah.
Went overseas for an escapade.
For
Cultural exchange.
Cultural exchange, and also what's that word? Reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance.
To make it sound a bit official, but it's actually just survey the land.
Yeah.
Almost like
LOS. Survey LOS.
Yes.
Right.
Almost like the British when they first landed on like
Yeah.
the Asian countries. They're like, ooh.
You got to scout first lah, before
Correct.
you identify the weak points in the country,
Correct.
and then you send your troops there to
It's-
conquer.
Yeah, but
It's
LOS
before the-
was untouched during World War II.
Where?
LOS, Land of Smiles. They were untouched because they allowed the Japanese to
That's
go
why
through.
it was the land of smiles. They
Right.
just
Yeah.
smiled as the Japanese was riding by. They didn't know
Go
any better.
on and murder
They
all
were
the
like-
fucking people.
Go
there.
on, go on.
No
Yeah.
resistance. It's okay. It's like,
Yeah.
well, no,
The-
it's like do you need to give up?
Malayan-
no,
the
it's okay.
Malayan
Go
folks-
on, gentlemen.
The
Pay no
Malay-
heed.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Malayan
the
folks
king-
down south. Carry on.
It was their king, right? Or was it the king?
No,
of
no,
Si-
it was the king's
Siam
father.
still?
It was the king's father.
Was he still part of Siam or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like the king was like, just
Yeah.
go through. No fight here. It's just
Yeah.
No, they brokered a deal with the Japs.
broker. Yeah. After you've taken over
to say that
everything,
we'll be neutral. You
Yes.
can use our land to.
whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
You know, you want to put a train.
No, but the Japs did not use their land. They just used them as a highway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did they get the bicycles from again? China, right?
Might be China.
They
yeah.
got it in China and then they cycle
Yeah.
all the way down.
But they have the death railway right, in Thailand.
Mm.
From Malaysia all the way up to
Yeah.
Thailand. Yeah.
Still, the bicycle thing caught
That was
everybody
built by British POWs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't march down, they cycled. Yeah. Japanese innovation all the way back then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did they
They
get
had
past
their own Tour de France.
how did they get
Yeah.
past all the naval guns? Yeah, they didn't they knew about the naval guns,
Guns,
so
yeah.
why would
They
they,
came
come
in from
by
the
boat?
Yeah, they came
yeah,
from
I
the
was
north.
like, oh shit, there are guns pointing at the sea. We should still come by boat.
And the
No.
guns were pointing at fucking Sentosa. And fucking T-Vibe.
Kill the tourists first. No, it's like back then Sentosa was just
technically,
a
The guns at Fort Canning
hmm.
were pointing towards what now? MBS area?
Yeah, and no,
Yeah.
oh, no.
Fuck it.
But Sentosa has Saloso.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
Saloso.
right.
And
Siloso
Saloso is
Fort,
where they
yeah.
signed the surrender thing, right?
No, what? To the Japs,
Yeah. It's there, right?
Was
Could
it 38 Oxen Road?
No,
in the
it was-
basement?
maybe
Yeah.
it was done.
all those
there.
artifacts
But
are
you
kept
see,
there.
the
Yeah.
thing is that the Japs were like, it's one of those games where you play, and then at the end you win, right? You just put out GG easy.
Yeah.
So that's what the Japs did. We
Yeah.
went to the place that you're supposed to stop us, and we signed the surrender there.
When you sign surrender there.
Like
yeah.
this is all the look. It was like bring us through the thing. Oh, this gun is supposed to take down my battleship. This one also. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Could
how
be,
did
could
that
be.
go for you?
Could be. Because I only remember that the Japs signed the unconditional surrender at City Hall
Maybe
To the British
either.
lah.
to the British.
Either
So I
way.
don't know where the Brits signed
It might be at
to the
Siloso
Japs,
lah.
or maybe it was at Fort Canning.
Maybe,
Might be a sushi tailor after having a
Sushi
couple of
tei,
maybe.
sushis,
maybe.
and then be like, hey, this one,
Maybe.
Not Sakai Sushi.
yeah,
Yeah.
this salmon a bit stale.
Yeah.
yeah. I think we need more fresh
Yeah.
sushi. You know.
But it's also quite weird.
Then the
because
Japs are like, no, once you take over the island, right, we
Mm.
can import immediately fresh from Japan.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the British are like, okay lah, take lah.
Yeah.
this is the
Yeah.
importance
We
of
fighting,
having.
we fighting Hitler on the other side, like, yeah, take.
Yep. It's like they cycled through on the bridge also. You know. Nobody there also called them out. Oh,
Yeah.
by then also too late lah.
Too
Call
late
out
already.
also, because last time no cell
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
So by the
Who
time
are
the thing
these
coming-
athletic Asians like cycling all the way down?
Mm.
Oh,
Whole
wait,
bunch
they're
of
carrying
them coming
guns.
in, a whole bunch
Hang
of them
on.
coming through.
Wait, they're shooting at me now.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What is happening?
And Malaya.
I thought it's a
was
Tour de
like-
France. Training for Tour de France.
Malaya folded like no one's business, but it was also up to the Brits. What the Brits were not ready.
Yeah, they were not.
The Brits were anticipating an attack from the sea,
Correct.
Yeah,
and
They
that
took it
never
up the
came.
bum lah.
and
Yeah.
most of their forces were in Europe also lah,
Yeah.
fighting
Yeah, yeah.
against Hitler.
They really took it up the bum.
No one really cared about this part of the world.
They were fighting Hitler, and they also had loads of trouble from India
Yeah.
because India was also fighting for independence at the time. So
yeah,
they were like, "Hey, fuck lah." Okay.
Singapore and Malaya is like way down the priority order lah.
yeah.
Way
Yeah.
down.
Because
way
they considered these parts as like their resort.
It's just quite sad, right? The only people that found us very important were the people trying to conquer us.
Yeah,
Japanese, what? They
No,
understood.
the Brits also.
Yeah, lah, but not important enough to protect our rear.
Yeah, because we have no resources, right?
Mm.
So they know that the Japs would just take over this place because we have got officers here. But the resources were all in like fucking Malaysia,
But why are we
Indonesia.
talking about the past?
Yeah.
We need to go to the future.
To the present and then
to
the future.
present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the present. How do we educate our future? Who do we use? We use teachers.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
teachers teachers
To impart
are
wisdom.
there to impart wisdom. You know, to guide the young ones to a better and brighter future.
Right.
And
It
then,
doesn't happen in Singapore very often.
Yeah.
But overseas, I think that
The
that-
lucky kids will get a accelerated teaching.
yeah,
accelerated wisdom.
In that guide to how the human body works.
Yeah, Singapore we have the gifted program, right?
Yes.
Overseas they have the boobs program.
Yes.
Where you get
The,
a big booby teacher who just remove her top and you're like, oh shit!
Yes.
Now I feel like I'm an adult.
You know,
Yeah.
every time we try to move past this topic, right,
Yeah.
it keeps coming back. It
Right.
keeps coming back.
And it keeps getting better.
Better and better.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time around, a teacher from, if I'm not wrong, from Missouri
The
Okay.
land of the free.
had kids coming in to fuck her,
Yeah.
and she made them wear scream masks.
No, she made it sound the other way around, right? No, this time around. That's what she's claiming.
That's
This
what,
teacher
yeah. But
claiming now, lah.
there's no way that multiple kids.
Yeah. She's watched too much of that movie, the Scream movie, and now she
Was
just
she
wants to live
watching Scary Movie 1 or the actual Scream movies?
up. Maybe she mistook Scary Movie 1
One
as the Scream movie, and she's like,
Yeah.
this horror movie is not, but it's doing a lot for me right now.
At least we could say that she's a big fan of cinema.
She is.
She's a big fan of Carmen Electra.
Yes. So how old are the kids we're talking about now?
They never
Less than 16.
they never review the age. lah,
Less
yeah.
than 16. According to her, they forced her into that situation, wearing the Scream mask, right?
Wait, actually the age of
Yes.
consent in Missouri is 18, right?
18, yeah.
So the kids could be 16 or 17 lah.
Oh, I have a little,
I think less than 16.
I have a
less than
little
16,
side note about that.
Yeah.
So apparently in Canada, right, I think it's 14 years old.
Is it? Well, guess who's going to Canada in June?
Lim Wei Ming. But yes,
Wait,
Canada.
let
no,
me give the
Lim Wei Ming.
the Canadian version.
But do you know the more shocking add-on to that
Yeah.
is that they're not the youngest.
In Canada.
No, that's not the lowest age. I
Right.
don't know whether they updated it. I hope they have.
Right.
But I think it's 13 and 12 in countries like, was it one I think is in Korea, and something else. It just came out.
no.
Yes. Korea. The worst thing about Korea, it's not even like what? It's not even in stone. Like it's still.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I would think like Afghanistan or something.
I just
would be.
I just saw it on like YouTube. Nigeria is the youngest.
Is it?
Nigeria is like 12
Wow.
or something.
Well, guess who's going to Nigeria?
No, but these places are where I think certain traditions still linger or what.
Oh, the fucking video I sent about the tribe,
Yeah.
the Himba tribe. You can marry a fucking toddler,
Oh, damn.
but you can't do anything sexual to the toddler till the child reaches puberty.
And that's where you probably got from the Middle Eastern thing. Like you can marry very
Yeah.
young, but you can't do
Yeah.
anything to her until she reached
Until she bleeds lah.
the maturing age. Yeah,
Until she's 12 at least.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But this is reverse.
Right.
The lady teacher was how old?
The leading 40s, I think.
Huh?
She looks in the 40s.
Korea is 16
Now it's I mean
from
in a-
2020.
From 2020, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think when the-
2020. They
Yeah. So
updated the
before
law
they
in
were
2020.
13.
yes.
Before that was 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
So before that was very
Holy
young, and
shit.
then only like they finally said like, "Hey, come on, chill."
Dude, 13 is too young lah.
Yeah, it is all
Yeah.
all the so when they were saying this, like Canada was already the shocking one. It's Canada. You usually expect the Western countries to be like, "That's it, 18 years old." Or,
Okay.
like, that's the one.
If a kid is below the age of 19
Yep.
and has consented sexual activities or sexual relationship with a 13-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
the 19-year-old can't be prosecuted because they have a Romeo and Juliet clause in the country.
A Romeo and
Canada.
Juliet
in
clause.
Korea.
Oh, in Korea.
Romeo and Juliet, so they both have to die
Hey,
at the
I'm
end.
not fucking doing legal work for you for your trip to Canada.
So wait. So what? The Romeo and Juliet clause is what? They both have to die at the end.
They both have to eat poison.
No. No, so if you are lesser than the age of 19
Okay.
and your girlfriend, boyfriend is
13
13
or
or above, okay?
Hmm.
So it's still below the age of consent,
Mhm.
but because their ages are pretty close by,
Mhm.
Right.
you won't get prosecuted if there were any sexual activities between the both of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. But how can a 13-year-old consent to sex if the legal age of consent is 16? That's very strange.
That's
actually.
why the country wanted to oust its prime minister or president.
Yeah. Isn't that like a kind of like a legal, I don't know, mumbo jumbo shit? Right?
Okay, so there are certain parts of Africa where the age of consent is still 13. That's only 2 countries.
Mm.
Then we have countries which have 18, 17, 16, all the way to 13. There are some countries that you must be married.
Now that makes sense.
Saudi
Yeah.
lah, probably Saudi. Yeah.
Wait, no.
Saudi,
What is that?
Iran.
Wait. Okay, that only
Uh,
makes sense if they're saying that you can get married to someone who's of like
Yeah,
legal
that is
age.
Saudi Arabia.
So what, they can get married at what,
Iran,
12?
Morocco.
They can get married to
I think
girls as young as
Algeria.
12.
No.
No.
Algeria is 16.
Okay.
Okay, Algeria is 16. Then how did Zahia dare slip out of that? Angola 14.
So most of the
Botswana 18.
So most of the African nations are okay.
Whoa, not
Burkina
quite
Faso 18.
quite conservative, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burundi
quite reasonable.
18.
I think because of a large history, the history is filled with like fucking like child rape
Correct.
lah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Now they're like, let's make it 18.
Yeah, Cameroon
and the stories
16.
of the teachers doing shit doesn't come from Africa. It just comes
No,
from the States.
The States.
Always the States.
Or UK.
Oh,
Hey.
UK.
Republic of Congo not bad, huh?
Yeah.
18 for normal people and 21 for homosexuals.
They give you 3 years to consider your sexuality.
Yes.
Do you really like cock?
Yes.
Do you really like cock?
Inclusivity.
Yeah.
Do you
Like-
really want to do it in the bum?
Yes.
Or for lesbians?
What a country.
No, or for lesbians, are you missing cock?
Yeah,
Yeah,
are you
go
missing
figure it
cock?
out.
3
Go
years.
figure out.
3
Yeah.
years to figure
Yes.
it out.
Figure all that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, 15.
Ah,
That's a little bit
on the edge.
on the edge.
On
That's
the
a Republic of Congo. So
On the edge.
Democratic Republic of Congo is 18.
The worst part, right, is not on the edge of legality. It's on the edge of barely legal.
legal,
yeah,
yeah.
Djibouti
So it's
as well.
still
Djibouti is 15.
Djibouti.
Yeah.
Is that where
Uh,
they refer it to it as pum pum?
Pum Pum? No, that Pum Pum is
It's Jamaica.
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 Japum pum.
Egypt is 18. Equatorial Guinea 18. Let's see, Ethiopia 18. Gabon 15. Fuck. Gambia
Yeah.
18. Ghana 16.
Mm.
Ghana is where the tribe is from, the Himba tribe. Guinea fucking 12.
Oh,
Wow.
whoa. Papua New Guinea.
No, Guinea, not
Oh,
Papua New
Guinea.
Guinea.
Guinea heard what Nigeria is doing and just decided to adopt it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Let's
No, but
that's the most liberal state in Africa.
Oh, okay.
Too
So it's
liberal.
12, but additional precautions have been added and protections for kids under the age of 16 are in place. So they have like loads of like shit. Like I think you can't be a teacher. You can't be in a position
So
of
it
has to be
power.
true love.
So Demon's point is
Yeah.
these are the number of countries where she still broke all the laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you're a 12-year-old kid, you only can
No,
fuck your neighbor
because
as well.
Sean mentioned that it could be 12. Madagascar is 14. What the fuck?
Damn.
I mean-
Homosexuals 21.
Well, yeah. So you,
Well,
have to
at least-
you have to settle that one.
Yeah, many
Yeah.
years to
You
consider.
have to settle that one.
It's
Like,
either you fuck at 14 or you fuck a goat in Madagascar lah. I mean, you're a fucking island somewhere in the.
You know,
Fucking
one-
Madeira, which is part of Portugal, 14 also. But they
Wow.
make good port wine.
like once the sheep and goats start to look a bit humanish,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
Then you
was-
know something is wrong. Do you think the lower the age of consent, right? That means they can send the kids out to work because they
Yeah.
technically they mature faster.
maybe that could
So I
play a part.
think Niger, 13. And 21 for homosexuals.
They just have to add that in. You know?
Bro, Nigeria, you were wrong. 18.
Oh, maybe it was Niger and not Nigeria. I
Niger.
could have gotten
Yeah.
wrong.
You got to pronounce the R harder.
Yes,
Yeah.
Niger. They just add one more G, and then that whole country goes to
What's-
flame.
I wonder what's Demon's search
History?
no the search code for
I,
this.
I don't know.
No,
how-
I'm
what-
looking for Wikipedia.
What's the youngest that I could fuck in these countries? Enter, and then the list of countries just comes out.
No,
the
I
teacher.
put age of consent in Nigeria. Then there's an entire Wikipedia
Right.
fucking page for age of consent in Africa.
The
It's like
thing is
you
that
guys have
I see.
Yeah, because on Reddit there are threads. Nigeria, age of consent 11.
Right.
What?
I think they
So-
might have fixed it lah. Just
Yeah.
like Korea,
Yeah.
they might have fixed it.
So Demon's phone might be blacklisted, like.
Might be.
The-
Her
the-
phone also has the same thing, but it was the reverse. It's
Yeah.
like other people's like search age of consent of the minors.
Right.
Over here is like what's the age that I can consent to?
Fucking China
Yeah,
is
fuck me.
14.
China.
They should be raising that. They're trying to curb their population, right? Or they're trying to make it boom again.
No, they need more boys, right? Don't they have like a low percentage of boys compared to women?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Even with the color,
There are more women in China than men.
is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Italy is 13.
Because of the one child policy, like most people like choose not to have kids or something.
If-
Oh,
Then most people
I
are
did
women.
find that weird that the
Because-
the masseuses were all Chinese.
Hey, bro, Brazil 14, bro.
Ooh.
Bahil.
Hey, instead of doing a trip to Bangkok, right? Let's save up some money and go to Brazil.
South Africa. South
Brazil.
America.
Yeah.
I don't feel like getting kidnapped lah.
No, we go to the safe parts lah. When there are 14
If
euros
there's
available.
someone to be part of City of God too.
Correct. But did I send you all the link on Instagram saying that now El
Jesus
Salvador
Christ,
is
Canada.
one of the
12 to 16 if
There
there's
you
not
go.
a big age gap.
Wow.
And then if there's unrestricted age gap, that's 18. Fucking 12
What?
to 16.
What do you mean by not a big
So
age
that
gap?
means like
though?
12.
That means like within a certain age
Wait.
age gap. So
Right.
12 to 16 is
No,
fine.
but that's for what? Consent?
Consent.
So a 12-year-old boy and a 12-year-old girl can do it?
Can have sex. And
No, you
then
gotta
none
be
of them will
kidding
be...
Yeah.
You have to be kidding
No,
me.
but it makes sense, what? If two 12-year-olds fuck,
Yeah.
No,
do you want to ruin their lives by sending one of them to jail? Or both of them to jail? Or like to some home?
Yeah. No, I think we
You should send the parents.
Oh yeah.
to
yeah.
jail.
No, that's the thing. I think
Or
we
send
shouldn't.
no
No,
one
we
filming
shouldn't.
it lah.
We should. We should definitely not prosecute them. But I think we should definitely watch the video and teach the guy how to do it better.
Lim Wei Ming. This
Just
should
when
have
you
been a
think-
topic
Just
for
when you
fucking
think,
breaking
yeah.
wind.
Just when you think it couldn't
had-
get worse, Josie blew it out the stratosphere.
Yeah. You know, we thought that the topics that were covered on Breaking Wind were bad.
We just made this worse.
This is worse.
But never mind, it's okay.
Never mind, check it out on patreon.com.
We already passed the
Lobang.
safety mark, right?
Yeah.
This is where they don't really you
Oh,
know,
within 2 minutes we were talking about this kind of shit. So
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
we're talking about her.
Should we go back to the teacher?
Yes, she's
Well-
what? She's 40 plus years old,
40
and
plus.
she said multiple kids, or is it just
multiple
like,
kids.
so it's like this tree.
Multiple kids with the scream mask on.
But with but was this before or after recess?
after school.
I think it's after school.
So this is after school.
Extracurricular
this
She
is after-
can't be
activities.
sneaking around
Yeah.
with
So
like
this is CCA.
5. Yeah, this is CCA.
This is
Yeah.
this is CCA activity. This is
Yeah.
a complete coming activities for the kids to just come over. And what did they take turns? Did they come like 3 kids on Monday, 3 kids on Tuesday? Was it a thing?
It's up to us to interpret.
Was
and
there a theme? Was it Scream on Monday? Freddy
It'll
Krueger
scream
on
all the
Wednesday?
week. It'll scream,
Scream
all
all
week.
week.
All
Yeah.
week.
Because it's like you wear the Scream mask because you want to make me scream. You know, like
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Ooh,
So
could be.
I'm turned
Yeah.
on by Ghostface because that old face is right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
but the thing
And-
is that you never know. She might be filming it.
Oh, that's worse. That's
Mm.
she could get
If not,
charged
why
for.
would she want
No,
the
but she-
kids?
But if she
Right,
films
to
it,
be
it's child
masked up?
porn,
Oh, of course.
which means she
Yeah.
could get charged
If she's really fucking children,
for.
Yeah.
Would that baby oil? Diddy could be involved.
No, I don't think so.
You know,
She's
it's a-
white. I think
Yeah.
it's aloe vera lotion.
Oh, she is.
Ghislaine Maxwell. Maybe Ghislaine Maxwell.
She's white.
Yeah, actually,
She's
that,
white,
actually
yeah.
that's a good point because the kids wear masks, right, to
Yeah.
prevent people from knowing their identity
Identifying them, right?
and seeing that they're actually young.
yeah.
You know, because who knows? Maybe some kids might be 16 or something,
Correct.
then they look older, right?
And then
It's body wise,
but the fact that some of them have no hair on their balls is maybe.
well, I mean, Brazilian waxing is pretty.
Oh, that's true about
yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh, so.
Is that how you judge whether a guy is?
I
Drop
thought
your
that's
pants,
how.
man. Let me
Oh,
see how
wait.
much strands
no
of hair you
hairs
have
in
in
the
your balls.
have to drop also, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they mature quite fast. And I don't think she did it with 12 years old. I think she probably did with.
I don't remember when my balls drop actually.
I didn't even know about the balls dropping.
didn't
thought
know
I
about
was
the
like
balls.
20 plus years old.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
didn't
know
that
that.
was part of.
I didn't know
puberty.
what my penis did until puberty, like 13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I was like, oh, what is this?
Well, I'll do you one better. I never saw the head of my penis until I got the skin cut off.
What do you mean? You never wash your dick?
No, the phimosis is tight, so you can't see. I
Yeah,
was
you-
never
you
able
can't
to
pull it
withdraw.
Right.
Because it's too tight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So when the skin came off, I was like, oh, that's how it looks.
So when you
What is another way for the skin to come out? Is by penetrating a girl. So when you
yeah, okay,
penetrate a
is-
girl,
and-
right?
and-
then the
and
skin
let me
gets
ask you,
pushed
where-
back for the first time.
When
Oh,
do
isn't
you
that-
think that has ever happened?
wait, so you jerk off, but you don't. How you clean the inside of your penis?
you spray water straight into it, like it has to be like a hard, like a jet. You
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
spray it
but
lah.
there has to be a way that you actually clean it.
no,
The
it's
water,
hard. So that's why
you must
when,
at least fucking put in a fucking Q-tip lah.
no, when I was young, that's what caused a lot of issues because I couldn't wash. So there was that it leads to like the bluntis or something. So I went to the doctor
Yeah.
like twice, and I think the second time is when they said, "You want to cut off?" I was like, "I heard cut." I said, "Don't want." That's my mistake. I should have said
Yeah.
yes. If I got it off when I was younger, right, things may have been a little bit easier. Because tell when you're younger, it's
After hearing all these stories, I'm pretty certain I've been circumcised.
yeah. No, most people, if you can see the
Yeah.
head of your penis, is okay. But
Yeah.
when I was young, I never saw it, and I had to do the old school like wash, damn hard, and yeah. Until one point, I was like, nah, I want it really
can't,
clean.
The only time I can't see my penis is when I'm in a cold room or after workout, when everything
Oh.
shrinks up. Then yeah. Other than that, I can see. My
Yeah,
real
that's
penis.
that's kind of sad. Or it's worse when after you're circumcised, because then all of it's gone. It's like shit. Can't even hide behind the skin. I was like, yeah, no, that's
Hide behind the drape.
yeah, that's all of it.
But I think it's better, right? Because you have less
Oh, yeah,
sensation
yeah,
for
it's-
during sex, so you can last
No,
longer.
not that part.
No,
it's
it's both good and bad.
yeah, it's
Right.
less sensation, but it's way cleaner. It's easier to keep
Oh,
clean.
okay.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, skin is better than no skin.
Yes.
Always.
More sensation,
No,
When
it's
it's a natural protection.
It's a
Natural layer of
The
protection.
skin
yeah.
actually protects you protects you from a lot of the stuff. It has like natural lubrication also, and you are supposed to clean it.
Yes.
Right.
That's why you can withdraw.
For lube, I just tell her spit on it.
No, you won't. Actually, you won't like not really need it. It's just that it's not say self cleaning, but it's self lubricating.
Oh.
And then when you draw it back, that's when you can wash it.
Yes.
Right.
And then when you wash it, keep it clean. That's the whole thing. If I could, I would, but I couldn't. So I
It's like an extra hood, lah.
yes.
It's like a
Part of me was also
when some guys when you travel through like landed property, right? Those people park the car outside. They always have like the covering for the car.
yeah. It
That's what the
protects
hood
car,
is,
right?
lah.
Yeah.
it protects the car.
So
Ah,
actually,
I
no,
see.
and then that's the thing.
You've got to protect your Bentley.
It also protects it protects one of the most sensitive organs on your whole
Yeah.
body
Right.
from abrasions.
And you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Any other part of your body,
Yeah.
do you ever feel
You
the
need to cut it off.
to cut it off to modify it?
Except apart from
Right.
your appendix, but that was inside your body and it has no function that
No,
we know
and
of.
usually the only time the appendix gets called
Is
into
when it's
fucking
inflamed.
action, right? Is when it gets inflamed or
Right.
you have
it has no
severe
purpose.
pain.
So
Yeah.
they
If
suspect it
not,
might have been another
no
one.
one would ever think about the appendix.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just
yeah.
that somebody
That's
died
true.
from it exploding in his gut. So like, oh
Yeah.
shit, that could be a problem. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but it takes time as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
It does take time.
It has to explode. You have to really be fucking
Yes.
numb to the pain.
And those
Right.
people who can withdraw the foreskin,
Yeah.
cleanliness is all you need to
Yeah.
focus on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's perfectly like fine. Unless in my case, like it's tight and you cannot withdraw it, and it requires like
It
very hard-
requires a girl to put it into a vagina.
Yeah, probably because
A girl with
there's-
skill to
Yeah.
use her tongue to push the
There's
foreskin
a
back.
lot of stories.
If
even
only
the-
if only you met the Missouri teacher.
I'm
she
pretty
would
sure
have.
while she was doing it, one of the guys actually was screaming. He's like, "Ah, shit!"
That's why she puts the scream mask on.
Ah, shit. All of them screaming. It's like that's the first time they drew the head back. So what the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
Oh
Excuse
shit.
my language for that one, but yeah. So that's the beauty of a thing, and also I was misguided. Like I was thinking, if I chop off the skin, will it grow? No. Your penis is the way it is. It's only when you lose fat, then maybe you gain some back.
Right. Yeah. Or you just turn off the lights and then she can't see how big it is.
Awesome. Oh, thanks. How big it is? Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's she facing? How much jail time?
Jail time, I think years behind bars. I think minimum 3.
So
Hi-
only 3 years. That's
minimum,
insane.
minimum.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Because they don't have a full, like a proper amount of the victims yet.
Right.
So they are still investigating it. And
Yeah.
multiple sources have been like using multiple different images of the so-called teacher.
wow.
So some have been using a really attractive photo.
Right.
Some
Some
have
not,
been
lah.
using like really like what the fuck? This is the lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the boys would probably be like, "Hey, these rats went to rat out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
we
that's-
could have had a good time as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, that's the other.
she's
yeah.
buying us lunch or
Correct.
dinner, getting us drinks, probably buying our cigarettes as well.
But it's
we're
also
having a good time.
It's also an obvious thing, right? Like
yeah.
the only reason why some of these teachers will get ratted on is probably
Yeah.
by the parents.
And this is my next question. Like, how did she get found out? Probably
Parents,
probably like text messages or something got leaked. Most
Maybe
likely.
that, or maybe one of the kids was
Had
like,
a girlfriend.
Yeah, had a girlfriend, but he's like always neglecting her. Then the
Yeah.
girlfriend is like, "What's happening here?"
Or
Yeah.
one and finally called an
you
STD.
keep-
At,
Yeah,
at
wait-
that age when you're not supposed to get STDs, you're like, how do you get STDs?
Yeah, maybe the girlfriend's like, wait, you tell me you're a virgin, but how come you able to do 69
Ah,
that well?
why do you know about
It's
this?
like, how do you know this?
Correct.
How do you know about the lotus position?
Yeah.
Why are
How
you
is
teaching
it-
me all this? Are
how
you a
is it when
virgin?
I
How
first-
did the girl know about all
Oh
this?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
one thing.
Then he's like, no, like actually, my math teacher actually taught us this.
Yeah, Mrs. Camelot or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
After she teach algebra, she's like, no, let me
She
show you
taught
the
me
lotus
about
position.
equations and life.
yeah, she stripped down to the bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
She told me how 6 + 9 equals orgasm.
Mm.
Yeah.
She told me 4 in a room is not always a crowd.
Yeah.
Yes. She told me there's 3 ways to go in.
Yeah. Only one way to come.
Oh, the fucking bitch, Bonnie Blue. She's on every podcast now. She was on Bad Friends.
Is she really pregnant?
No,
No,
she's going through a divorce.
Yeah.
I was like, what
She's
the
going
fuck?
through a divorce. Is this before or after the 1,000 men?
After she's
But apparently she has no that didn't play any part in the divorce lah.
yeah.
It's really not going well, the marriage.
That wasn't. I thought I feel bad. It's like,
Shockingly.
out of the 1,000 men, neither one of the 1,000 was a husband.
She's 25.
Oh,
She doesn't look 25.
She
though.
doesn't look true. She looks 35.
That's what
Yeah.
1,000 cocks would do to you.
She
Yeah.
looks like she's a lot done to her face.
Oh yeah.
No, she does not have shit done. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That looks like a face that has
All natural.
is all natural, and she looks fucking old because of the lifestyle.
Oh.
1,000 cocks.
Yeah. Dude, the amount of coke she must be doing, it must be amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
She looked 30s actually. She looks 35.
Yeah.
No, but the thing about
Fucking sad.
Caucasians is that
They look
is
older.
the extremes.
Yeah.
I think they put. I actually don't. I'm not sure. Is it the sun? Maybe their skin doesn't.
She did spend quite a bit of time in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the sun is Australia,
the
it's not-
Caucasian skin reacts very.
Yeah. Your skin
badly
turned
to-
leathery lah.
Yes.
Basically your skin is being cooked under the hot sun.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you don't take care of
she has that like fucking reddish, leathery skin tone.
Yep.
Is it because I don't know? It's something about the rays of sun in their skin or something because it
Yeah.
affects Asians and everyone else.
They don't have melanin in their skin, what? So
Yeah. I'm only going out at sunrise and sunset to get my melatonin so I can sleep at night.
yeah.
The rest of the day I'm in.
Was that
I'm
what she was
indoors.
trying to do? Was she trying to remedy it with young cum?
Adrenochrome.
I don't know.
She wants
there are
adrenochrome.
no restrictions actually.
Yeah, this is like a different
The
version.
the
of
1,062 men or some shit like that.
yeah.
No restrictions.
No restrictions, right?
No lah. She said at least if they're above 18 lah.
Okay, so the teacher
Yeah.
that we were talking
Yeah,
about,
like it's legal lah.
she's
Yeah.
what, 40, right?
Yeah.
Does she look 40? In some pictures she does.
Yeah. Some
So was that
some pictures
before?
she looks 50. Some
Was that 50
No, no,
before?
I don't even know if
After the
it's-
cum, she looks like
I don't
30?
even know if it's accurate. If that is
Right.
her to
Ah,
begin
okay,
with.
okay.
Yeah.
Because then like even the
Because like the other pictures of those like fucking teachers from Florida and all, that one they have mugshots.
no.
And those teachers were hot.
Yeah, once again we gotta ask
Yeah.
before cum,
Yeah.
after cum. Is there a secret to young cum? Like
Yeah.
then that's the next SK2.
Have
Yeah.
they
Is a
are,
it's
are,
Y-
are
it's-
these women the new Elizabeth Bathory?
correct. It's YCN. It's young cum now.
like
But-
fuck off with young virgin blood.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Semen on your face.
But imagine for her, right? If she has a boyfriend or a husband of her age, like in the 40s or 50s, Imagine how much that would ruin sex for the husband or boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like fucking like some young kid who can go like probably 5 times in one night.
hey, but you know
Yeah,
But
like-
he has to answer
Then
the
you
bullies
fuck some
tomorrow.
40-year-old guys like after 10 minutes like
yeah,
I'm done. I'm going for a nap.
Yeah,
you know the world is quite fucked up, right?
Yeah,
There are fucking swinger couples like
Mm.
those like fellas with like hot wife fantasies
Right.
and like cuckold like that kind of fucked up shit, right?
Mm.
That might actually turn the fellow on.
And one guy found a way around that.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
One guy found a way around that. Like in order not to
Right.
break your marriage, not
Yeah.
to do the whole thing,
Yeah.
go to a swingers club.
Uh-huh.
But you know who you bring?
Who?
A prostitute.
Right.
You don't bring your actual wife.
Right.
So you're fucking
Mm.
the other guy's wife, but he's fucking a prostitute.
No, but then
When I saw that, I was like, shit, that's
fro-
evil.
from a financial standpoint, that guy wins lah. Because you're paying a
Financial,
prostitute
yes,
and then
yes,
he's
correct.
like fucking a hot
Correct.
prostitute, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And assuming that his wife is equally hot or maybe not equally hot, then depends on who
The other
wins
thing is
in the long
that
run.
the swingers club, right? They might
Yeah.
not know who you are, so
Right.
you might not even be married. So
Right,
all you
right,
have to do is get the working girl.
Yeah, but the swingers club,
Buy
that kind
her
of
a clo-
shit, right? It's like a recurring thing, you know. Then every time you need
Go to a different swinger club.
yeah. You bring another prostitute.
yeah.
Bring a different girl. Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
that's one of the evil
Hey,
stuff
but
I've heard.
the swingers club shit, right? Like from what I read on forums, right, it's not cheap. That lifestyle.
Like entry is like few $100.
Few
at least.
$100.
Yeah.
Then you need to like rotate your booking of the hotel and all this kind of shit.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
They got food.
I-
What the
Right.
fuck? Like,
that one's not. That one's. I'll-
reminded me of the It's Always Sunny episode where Frank brings Dennis to an orgy,
Right.
and the password to the place is orgy. Then go inside. That's like a buffet.
yeah, that's never been my kink for now.
Yeah.
The teacher, she's probably lived out her life when she goes to
Yeah,
jail.
when Mark Norman spoke about like the time that he went into like a sex club with his wife
In Berlin,
and,
yeah.
Berlin,
Yeah.
and another fella, I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this has to be an exaggerated story, lah.
No lah, I don't think so lah. Berlin is pretty fucked.
No, Berlin might be fucked, but Norman and the wife, and then
Yeah.
them actually having sex
Oh,
in front of like.
He doesn't. Well,
I
No,
don't-
it's
I don't
a
know.
fantasy. Some people just like
looking
being
from
abused.
Sam Morrill's face is like, dude, what? But Sam
Oh,
Morrill
yeah.
doesn't seem too like shocked. So he probably heard like some wild stories from Norman before.
From yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's
No, because that's the mother of a child as well now.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring my wife lah.
Yeah.
To like a
hey,
sex.
they're
sex club.
lucky, you know. This is Germany,
Yeah.
and they're
I don't
known
mind
for,
going
like,
there to fuck other people's wife or girlfriends.
The problem is that the wife might shit in your chest.
No, but imagine the ratio, bro.
Oh no, these clubs you have to be 1-for-1.
Is
You-
it?
You can't go in single. 1-for-1. Yeah.
Once
to
again,
maintain the ratio.
Go hire a working girl, go in together.
Yeah, you can't go in as a single
Yeah,
man.
just go in with the working girl. Say you tonight
Yeah.
you're my
Wait, then
wife.
how did they go in? 3 of them.
The guy had another
Oh,
friend. Yeah.
okay.
Brought another friend.
So they all went friends. They went as they went as a
Yeah.
quadruple.
Two couples,
Or
lah.
unless you're gay, then yeah, go in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And you can't go in like you have to dress up lah. Like cool, you can't go in for suit and
Yeah,
tie like you
It's
fuck off.
what
If you look-
latex or leather, right?
Yeah,
Like,
if you look like a banker, you're not walking into the club.
yeah.
No,
you
you
know.
look as
You
a
need-
banker. As you reach the club, you just take it all off, like
Yeah,
have the leather
you
straps.
need to look. You
Nipple
need to
clamps and
match the vibe.
everything.
Yeah.
nipple clamps.
Oh yeah, nipple clamps you definitely get in.
Yeah, nipple
Yeah.
clamps. is
Jock
there.
strap with nipple clamps you definitely get in.
Jock strap, chastity.
Yeah.
The chastity whole
Chastity
thing,
belt,
the
yeah.
whole schlong.
Yeah.
Just go
Then
there,
when you
yeah.
go in
But-
and then you just
But you
swing
might attract the wrong crowd lah.
yeah.
With jock strap and nipple clamps.
That one
Yeah.
you mean the gay fucking
You,
the
you,
bears
you
come
bring,
over.
You bring
Yeah.
the wrong vibes there.
Yeah.
No,
Then
but
like,
the-
no,
the-
I'm looking for pussy. No, you say you pussy. No,
Yeah,
no.
you-
I looking for pussy.
Ah.
pussy.
No, you say you bend over. It's like what?
Yeah, you're looking for Wagner.
Yeah.
Wagner is over there. yeah.
So no, we make you pussy. No. I looking for pussy. Then yeah. That the next thing you know, you wake up in the hotel room for sore bum.
Oh,
So how did I get here?
Sore bum, blood on the bed, toilet clogged.
Yeah.
Like shit, I gave a lot.
Yeah.
I gave a lot and I got nothing.
And then with people in scream masks like beside you. I was
yes,
like,
all just. But that's
how?
the thing. She's trying to put it on the kids, right? And
no,
that
no,
no. ah.
no. There's no way she can put it on the kids.
No, but she is that her defense? Was that
No,
one?
there's no defense.
There's no defense.
There's no defense.
she's
You
got
can't put
cut.
it on the kids.
She's got cut. Instead of teaching them the right way to go, she's taught them.
Can she say sex education in real life?
No,
She can't.
No.
PowerPoint slides are boring. Let's do an
Yes.
in-person experimentation.
Wait, as kids in Singapore, did we ever get like proper sex education?
My
Not
my
really,
teacher
dude.
skipped over mine. We were all looking forward to it. Chapter 11 gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's more like sexual organs and all this stuff. lah.
Okay, so there were like two versions of it, right? One
Yeah.
was in science,
Yeah.
where they taught about whatever so-called STDs,
Oh, yes.
No,
yes.
then
I mean, yeah, okay.
contraceptives.
Yep, contraceptives. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Then there's another,
Which is the biology one, right?
That's a biology
I was
one.
always
yeah.
looking
Then
to
there's another one in civics and moral education.
Ah, yes.
but there were
correct.
no practical classes. This lady took it to the practical level.
No, but she was not even in charge of teaching that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Took it to the practical
No, but
level
I'm
and
talking
also
about like Singapore. Like,
no, Singapore. No.
so my teacher in civics and moral education, right? That Christian bitch.
Mm.
Yeah.
We had a good impression of her throughout, until this point where I was like, "Fuck, this bitch is insane."
Really?
She played us Silent Scream,
Silent Scream.
the fucking propaganda film from it was early, so it might have been mid 1900s from the States.
Okay.
So this was a propaganda film to scare kids into being what do you call that?
Chase.
Yes, into chase, not performing any sexual acts or whatever.
Until they're married and kind of
Until
shit,
they're
lah.
married and all. So it was showing scenes of like fetuses in buckets.
What?
Yeah, which turned out to be faked lah.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
even then, it's like horrifying for
It's
like
horrifying and
14, 15-year-old.
definitely, I'm pretty sure it was not approved by MOE
Yeah.
at any point, even now, to be screened in a school.
She
So
just did it on her own accord.
This
lah.
lady just
But
did it.
none of you guys complained or anything or raised any questions.
We were like,
Back then we won't.
Oh, yeah,
really,
we didn't know this
like,
kind of
there's-
shit, right?
Yeah. That,
There's no social media also, right?
No,
you know,
like,
social
fuck,
media tell you that it's
our-
okay to speak out against your teacher.
I
Your
would say
parents are telling you this.
millennials are like the last group of people who are like,
Afraid of the teachers. Or
I don't think afraid of teachers. Like we were not that flaky. We would be like, hey, let's watch this.
no, for me,
Right.
Hey,
the-
that's fucked up, man.
yeah, that's one lah.
But then after that, there were kids who got fucking pregnant.
yeah,
It doesn't matter. People who are going to fuck are going to fuck.
no, because
Yeah.
those kids were early researchers.
Right.
You know, they're
Yeah.
scientists. They're young scientists. Like they see a thing and they have to test it out.
Yeah.
And see
Let
whether
me
they get the same
create that bloody fetus
Correct.
in the bucket.
Are we going to get that fetus in the bucket? And then
Yeah.
later on, he said, "No, actually, I'm still raising him." Or her. No, I'm raising them.
Yeah, there was no way that any kid after watching that, right, would be like, okay, this is the result. I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah. So,
That would have been the case for like 15 minutes.
Right.
And then after that, you see
curiosity will take the.
you
to
see
take
one of
hold.
our classmates bend down and then
Shaloing. So, but that honestly, that's so sad. You see, that's why I got mine from FHM magazines.
Right. Yeah, but my secondary school girls, right, in my class, like I think they peaked in high school, lah.
Oh, shit.
When I checked some
Yeah.
of them out, like on social media, I was like,
No, but that's
yeah,
also the
yeah.
thing is like I think our Asian society that we were quite innocent. Like there was
Yeah.
nothing. Okay,
What?
No, like when in school, right? There was never a situation that I can remember
Yeah.
that it's with the girls lah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not the best example of that because
Yeah.
I played like Pokemon for a very long time, and then I had FHM magazine. So, but
Yeah.
that's where I got my like, ooh, you know, like Christy Chung. Wow.
So you didn't want to jizz on any of the girls in your school?
Yeah, that's
Only
yeah,
on Charizard.
exactly.
Only on
Exactly.
Charizard.
No, but,
But
you,
the
no,
Charizard
thing
is on a foil.
no.
so you don't get-
going
yeah.
to going to.
He
no,
needs a card protector.
Yeah,
first.
going to yours, like you said they peaked, but in my school, I can't remember that. It's like at most, right? That's the other saddest part, lah. I didn't have hot teachers, or at least I think I didn't have hot teachers.
Oh, I had a few, dude.
See,
Yeah.
Fuck.
you see,
yeah.
this is where
Yeah, my
right,
school had few fair share
yeah, so
as well.
this
Yeah.
is where that's where I turned to FHM because that was where all the hottie was, and I'm not saying that none of my class
your cohort mates.
cohorts were hot. They're not hot. They were like cute, pretty,
Right.
like very pretty girls, and then you just go.
Mm.
None of the other thoughts came in because of Pokemon, like maybe.
My
but it's
my
like
my female
How were you
classmates.
playing Pokemon at 16 or 17?
no, it's all the way 14, 15, 16, 12. Like you, like I still remember my first ever time. I not first lah. It's like the prettiest girl in my school was the like maybe 2 years younger or older.
Mm.
I think her name was Adele or what. So I remember the first ever time I looked, I was like, wow, an angel. Like, like, what? That was it.
Mm.
Mm.
And like, it's just, that's it.
And
No
a few
intrusive.
You didn't just go home and like,
Jerk
jerk
off.
off
No
to her.
intrusive thoughts
None.
ever came through
Like,
your mind.
That's no, for
Fucking
that
hell.
kid,
Yeah.
because she was very pretty. And then all the intrusive thought was directed towards FHM.
Actually, that's same with me. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
never
just
had
like-
intrusive thoughts of any of my classmates
Because
I think a lot of them were like a bit alien, so it didn't really like.
not just that, it's just that the
fit with-
whole thing,
Yeah.
like, the entire stuff, it was just like, wow, they're pretty, and there's just no other
And also, I was like a staunch Christian back then, so masturbation is
So the
it's a
Lord guided you.
sin, yeah.
it's a sin.
Like,
You cannot touch
like
yourself.
when
You got to bring your church mates to Christ.
correct.
So I was reaching out
So
to
when
my
you had a
to
boner,
my-
you just
to my-
swept it, right? You like just
Yeah.
go down.
No, I was
Go
bringing
down,
them.
Satan.
I was bringing my classmates to like cell group and like Bible studies and all that shit.
Shit.
Yeah, all the way till 16.
So in
lah.
hindsight, do you regret that?
in hindsight, it kept me from
Drugs.
It kept me from
Getting
making a
anyone-
move on my Chinese
Correct.
teacher.
Oh,
When we went out for Starbucks.
Oh
Yeah.
no, you told
When
us that.
she wanted to
You told us that
improve
story.
your grades.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, right? I don't know what you missed out, but she may have been. She may have been this teacher with
I
the
think-
screen mask.
I think after
No, but
I think
how old were you?
I was 16. I think
16 can.
Yes.
I
Oh
think-
no, cannot. Teacher cannot.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
the whole
teacher
thing,
cannot.
she'd be like, I spent fucking $50 on this kid.
Yeah.
Bringing him out to
He
Starbucks,
didn't
Burger
do
King,
anything.
getting him food and all this. And all he wanted was just to improve his Chinese.
And I
score.
didn't even get him a heart.
Yeah.
It's like shit, man.
And no point did he try to put his hands on me.
Somehow your Mandarin was so bad, right? She was
My
actually
Mandarin was so
she
bad.
was actually saying filthy things to you in Mandarin, but you
Yeah.
didn't know. It's like, huh?
Say, wait, how can you translate that in English?
Yeah, that
And she's
doesn't
like,
sound
"Oh,
like
fuck,
good
this guy's
morning.
useless."
Yeah, that doesn't sound like good morning to me.
Yeah.
It's like I thought it was like 早 something. It's not like 早我的
Yeah.
奶奶 or something. 早我的奶奶. No, I
Yeah.
thought it was like 早安.
Right. And the weird thing was that I was still in uniform actually.
Oh shit.
While studying outside. Yeah. it's-
That was how
That's
she
why
liked
she
it.
couldn't. That's why she couldn't be so overt with it. But she
Right.
was like being
if only I could go back in time and be like, let me go home and change first.
Oh.
correct.
Let me put on my
And you have to cast
Then
away-
that would be a free fall.
yeah.
No, but
let me
he
put
also
on my
had to cast away his
Y3
religion.
or Kitsune t-shirt and then I'll meet you.
No, but you have to cut. You have
And my Balenciagas.
You have to cast away your cell groups. Like
Yeah,
too many
that's
things
true.
you're doing. Like this is time
No,
to focus.
I'll-
I need to focus.
I would say that I've upgraded,
Mhm.
reaching out to my classmates to reaching out to my teacher. This is a Bible reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think back
Spreading
then
the good news.
you had more innocent thoughts lah. You were like,
Yeah.
hey, this teacher's so nice. Give me McDonald's. Like so nice. Like I need to find out. You know what
Oh,
I'll do?
Burger King.
Yeah,
King.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'll do on Sunday? I'll lead my cell group to do a prayer for her. Let us pray. Let us pray
For your well-being.
for your well-being.
I can't remember her name. That's how
But
bad it was.
it's awful, right? The three of us are sitting here. There was a crime committed in the United States, but we all like say, "Shit, why didn't that happen to us? Why didn't that happen to us? Like, why can't it happen? Why can't we have a hot teacher come in?"
No, I wouldn't say I
Cleavage.
want it to happen to me. Or I wanted it to happen to me. I think I won't be prepared. It would have like fucking mentally scarred me.
Maybe you would have been a missionary
And
if it
you
happened
would
to
be
you.
like fucking alone with those like
No, that's why you
thoughts
had,
in your
you
head,
had two
sir.
other kids
Yeah.
with your
like
with
if it
screen
happened to you in
masks.
Singapore, right?
Oh,
Even
yeah.
as a boy, like
Yeah.
if a female teacher actually like fucked you or fondled you or made or said that like do whatever you
Yeah.
want with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I get
you
what
will
you
be
mean.
so alone.
Because
That's
of our cultural things.
Yeah.
Like there'll
How-
be no high fives because if it happened to me, they'll be like, "Hey, Sean, did you see the Charizard?" It's like, no, I saw
I can tell
something
you
else.
easily right now. Right? You
I
go,
saw Cloister.
if
you know?
if a 15 or 16-year-old boy right goes and tells his friends that,
Mm.
hey, this teacher actually like sucked my cock, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you got raped, you know.
Ah.
Immediately, right? They
Yeah.
would turn it onto you.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the younger generations though.
No,
right now,
this new generation worse.
they've been exposed to a lot of stuff already. What they'll be like, yeah, bro, which staircase?
The younger generation, right? I feel they are very quick to like assume victimhood.
Oh, well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So then, which staircase do we call the police to go to?
Right.
The staircase, lah. You know, Singapore.
No,
got
they might
staircase
actually go through the act, but after that, they will play the victim.
stuff. She told me that the skibidi means this. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know how they. It's like go around.
And,
that.
and also there's a stigma of like rape and all that shit also, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
don't want to admit.
But so far, the only
Boys
story.
will never admit.
Yeah.
Boys, maybe.
It takes a lot for
So
boys to
actually, it
admit.
could have happened, but we haven't really said it lah. No, actually, for boys,
Eh,
it's
you know,
more.
most likely
Boys is more of
it
shame.
has happened.
Yeah, maybe in Singapore it's more shame. Oh,
Yeah,
not
it's
Singapore.
shame.
Asian country is shame. Yeah, but we don't have that many. Not closest lah. The only things we get is our neighbors, Malaysia. The recent case that came out was a Malaysian teacher told the kid to go back to China
Oh yeah.
because he couldn't
But-
speak Malay, but he's a
Right.
Chinese.
Mm.
But in Malaysia, I think your second language is, or you
First-
have to
the
learn.
first
language is Malay.
Your first language is
Yeah.
Malay, and
Yeah.
then English is just
Second language lah, right?
second, and then your mother tongue.
Mother tongue.
Yeah, and so most people in Malaysia can speak three languages now.
Yeah, trilingual.
Yeah, but usually when I go there, English is the last. Is it a
It
Chinese
depends
or
on
Malay?
who you're hanging around with.
That's true.
You go to KL, you go to like Penang, Ipoh, like
Yeah.
those people who have like either studied at university level or
Yeah.
they have
But where
gone overseas.
the cocktail bars I go to, they all speak English.
Dude, their English is better than Singaporean English.
Yeah.
At cocktail bars, at hotels, like 5-star hotels, nice establishments.
Dude,
Malaysian, Chinese, and Indians, right? They have more class than Singaporeans.
yeah, that's true.
I have to say. The fucking
Yeah.
rich fucks there have got way more class than us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe perhaps lah.
They are
Yeah.
more well traveled. And they have to deal with scum as well in their country. So
That's
they
true.
know, like, okay, I'll ham it up here, I'll relax and, like, just be quiet here. They know how to adjust to different situations.
Yeah.
Oh, you're raised like that way, lah, I guess.
Yeah. But asking a Malaysian Chinese kid to go back to China is a bit strange.
Yeah, it
isn't
was caught on like I think the
when a kid is
relative-
born in China. In Malaysia.
the Malaysia,
Yeah.
and Malaysia also prides itself of being,
Multicultural.
Multicultural, yeah.
But the thing is that they're so focused. Like some of them, that's the problem. Some of them are, it's
Yeah,
very,
because,
it's
you
a very
know,
mixed signal when you say you're multicultural.
Without the Chinese,
but yeah,
what would their GDP be?
林伟明
5 ringgit.
oh, that's what you mean, lah.
2 packets of nasi lemak.
Yeah. And 1 packet of 4 malls.
4 more.
Yeah. That's what we
No,
wear.
lah, it's-
No,
it's-
Texas 5.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, the
Even
other thing they're
Pall Mall
known
has
for is,
tradition.
the other thing they're known for is durian. So it could be like goreng, durian, pisang. Goreng, durian,
Who are the
pisang.
people who own the land and harvest the
Oh,
durian?
that's true.
Chinese.
No, but so this teacher was
Whatever you want to say. What come up with new shit. Palm oil.
Yeah.
also them.
Chinese.
So this is can I?
What is
Oh,
that
no,
music?
it's all in Malay. Then I wouldn't understand it also lah.
Wait, but why is that music?
Let's
though?
try and translate it.
No, cannot because there isn't even English subtitles for the Malay they are saying.
No,
so,
let's
so
listen
this
to
is
it.
like one of those Chinese movies, right? That I turn on,
Yeah.
and then the subtitles are also Chinese.
Yeah. I don't get it though.
But
Like
then
now-
again, I cannot hold it against them because there are some English movies that have English subtitles. I'm like,
Yeah, fuck this cunts. Like now in cinema, right? Like I go watch a complete unknown.
mm.
I
Hey.
understand if they are Chinese subtitles.
Yeah.
But why is there English subtitles and
For
then
which
Chinese
part?
subtitles?
For which part?
A whole film?
In Singapore.
Yeah.
I watched it in Thailand and there were there were Thai subtitles,
Yeah.
but
Which is understandable
which
lah.
understandable lah. But,
But in Singapore, right?
no, I would understand like certain parts when like it's mumbled or whatever.
no, the whole film, dude. English and then Chinese subtitles,
Yeah.
And it's fucking massive on the screen, though. It's fucking distracting, dude. All films now. All films in Singapore.
whatever the lady's name who acted as Joan Baez.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what a piece.
Peace.
Fucking hell. As
Yeah.
soon as she came on, I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, there's going to be some fucking
Yeah.
cock sucking happening. And I was
Yeah.
not disappointed. Holy shit, what a
I-
piece. Immediately fucking Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, what a whore.
No, I'm waiting for the fucking woke fucks, right, to be like, hey, why is there only English and Chinese subtitles? Hey, Malay and Tamil how?
Then you know what? It
then the
just
whole
be-
film lah.
it just
Okay,
be an
across
essay
the whole
lah.
film.
Yeah.
I'm not proud about this, but as a
Yeah.
kid,
Yeah.
I concocted this shit while showering as a kid.
Yeah.
Whenever someone would say, hey, like on the train, right, when you hear the announcements and all, Tamil is usually the last one.
Right.
And I usually had this retort saying that because we understand English,
Right.
so we had no problems understanding it in the first place. So we would have boarded the train or exited the train by then.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point. But then we should at least have Malay lah, because some of them don't speak English.
That is fair.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they see and they do.
Right.
So when they see people walking in,
No, I mean in the film.
in the film,
Yeah, in the cinema lah.
they won't be bothered about Bob Dylan lah. Let's be
Alright.
honest. Yeah.
No, but this apparently is like across all all films now in theaters.
really?
Yeah, like English and
Or
Chinese
maybe they're
subtitles.
catering for the Chinese market.
I understand that. Then just
Yeah.
put Chinese subtitles
Yeah.
lah. Why
Just
English?
put Chinese.
The language is English.
Just put Chinese and
Fucking hell.
then you see in a cinema.
Or
right,
English might be for those people who can read English
Right.
but can't understand the accent. So
Yeah,
if you're
but-
from India,
Then just have the English.
why aren't
one.
they speaking English properly?
No, don't they have like specific releases of film to like, different countries? Like if it's
I
in
don't know.
China,
It's
it's,
just-
gonna be
Yeah,
English,
yeah, yeah.
Chinese. And
Which cinema was this?
Projector. So
Fucking
the one
hell,
at Cathay.
projector as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cathay.
That's
But I
the-
think
Oh,
this
it's
is a
open already. Cathay is open now.
yeah. I
Okay.
think this is the IMDA thing. So
Yeah.
so it's
The-
across
oh,
all across all
nice,
board.
nice catch with
Fucking
the
hell.
leg.
Yeah.
It's like that's some soccer skills
Hey,
right
that's
there.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
That
Guys.
is fucked up.
It's fucking huge, dude. On the screen, it's just so distracting.
Yeah, and
That's why
the-
I'm never
the
gonna
thing
watch
is,
a
like,
movie again
I never
in
understood
cinema.
not say never. I get the point. Like sometimes I need the subtitles if it's too soft.
If it's a Christopher Nolan's film, yeah.
Yeah, if it's
you
if
need
it-
you need
If
subtitles
it's too soft,
because the
but-
fucking mix is fucked up.
correct. And the
Yeah,
other
when the
time-
mix is fucked up
Yeah.
and the filmmakers know it, then they put subtitles where it's appropriate. Okay, that's
correct,
fine.
and
Yeah.
when in the film the person is speaking another language,
Yes.
then the
Understandable,
subtitles
yeah.
can also be helpful.
No, of course,
But
understandable.
also English subtitles, no sense. Chinese subtitles, no sense. I
Yeah.
need the subtitles to understand what you're saying.
yeah.
English, okay, I get the accent part and all that. If you recognize that the accent's horrible, fine.
Yeah,
But English, Chinese, then how am I supposed to enjoy the show?
yeah.
Problem?
It's like going. I go to Shanghai and watch a Chinese
Ah.
film, and then it's Chinese subtitles.
Chinese
I'm like,
subtitles.
bro, you're not
But I
helping me.
get, like, I also get it, like, like the Chinese be like, yeah, some of us don't even understand what they're saying. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But then the Chinese subtitles in the traditional Chinese, which is worse.
Yeah.
Like I see the word, the word for human is one way, I recognize it, and then it comes out, it's like, huh? There's a bit too many strokes there.
Yeah.
That's,
But
that's
after
the worst
watching A Complete Unknown, right, I understand why Daniel Tong likes Bob Dylan.
Right. Why?
Because he also likes to fuck women and then don't see them again.
part. Oh, is that Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan, yeah.
Bob
yeah,
Dylan's
yeah.
the same way.
He's-
I did not
he's
know
the same
that.
way. When he feels like it, he'll see them.
Yeah.
He'll just turn up at their fucking apartment.
And he's a really unique voice, huh?
Yeah, but
It's more of his songwriting, lah.
yeah.
His songwriting is one thing,
And the way he structures the song.
Yeah.
But the
No, it's like folk. It's like traditional
Yeah.
folk music. Then he got exposed to like jazz and blues and
Yeah.
everything.
And also, it's the time period that he was in. Well, I
Mm.
think it's a one and one, lah. Like,
Yeah.
there were a lot of unique voices back then.
The
Even
prodigy of Bob Dylan in that time period, and then he used the political thing and everything.
Yeah,
and
the
that
political
made-
climate. Yeah.
Yeah.
there were
The
a lot.
60s, dude. Like Civil War, Vietnam War, not Civil War, the Civil Rights, sorry, and then the Vietnam
And he's
War.
still
and all
around.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, still around.
Still alive.
He's still
He's
playing
still
actually.
around,
Actually, most people. Okay lah. Johnny Cash.
He played till like his 70s lah.
Yeah.
He played almost all the way to the end.
Pete Seeger gone.
Yeah.
His wife still alive? Dead?
I think dead also.
Dead
lah.
also,
they're like fucking old already.
Yeah.
But but Bob Dylan has not written anything new lah.
Oh yeah.
So actually, someone did ask him in an interview. Actually, why haven't you written any new songs? He's like, yeah, it's
His,
gone. It's
his
past.
catalog is like
It's
still
over.
making him money lah. So
Yeah, and also like I think the drive, to sit down
Oh.
and then actually
apparently
come up with new shit.
he like didn't want like certain characters to be portrayed in the film, like Sil, the girl.
Right. No,
Like
it's another name, right? They
yeah,
create
but
a-
he didn't even want the character to be portrayed in the film.
to protect her lah. I guess.
Yeah.
What did she do?
Because she's not a musician, right?
She's not a musician,
she's a
but then
painter.
she was like the girlfriend who was like going to Columbia University and like
Yeah.
meant to be like a high flyer.
Of everyone I know, like not know lah, like all the celebrities I know, and like you get shocked that they're still alive. Yoko Ono is still alive.
The girl has no talent lah.
Of course, she
The
But
girl's
tenacity for life.
she took the life out of
John
John
Lennon.
Lennon. What? So she sucked all the life out of him. That's why she's still
You
alive.
think she hired a guy?
Maybe.
Dude, have you seen the video of Yoko Ono with,
Fucking
with
with,
who,
Chuck
Chuck,
Chuck Berry?
Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
He
Chuck
got shot.
Berry's face.
Dude,
No.
he was looking.
Hey,
but
He wanted to slap
you
her.
gotta give prop to the sound engineer.
Yeah, trying to tone her low.
Don't you cut her off.
Oh yeah.
No, that was damn long into the performance.
No,
Yeah.
but when she started
Yeah.
screaming,
Yeah.
he got shocked. And Lennon
The
was
only
like,
reason why Chuck Berry didn't slam his guitar in the face was because she was sucking John
Lennon's
Lennon's
cock,
cock. Yeah. And then he had respect for John Lennon. Yeah,
Damn.
that bitch should have taken the bullet lah for John Lennon.
Exactly.
she's
Yeah.
alive, man.
So, I mean, someone shoot her
Wow.
in the face.
I think the worst thing that ever happened to Lennon was not the bullet.
Marrying her.
Imagine.
Yeah.
It was Japan.
Where's
The
Japan?
Japs. Hey, dude, this is full circle, dude.
Full circle. We
We started with the Japs, and then we end with the Jap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
On that
on
fucking
that
note.
note.
Full circle.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao.